This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. Oh. And how's everybody doing tonight?
You told me, Ziggy, how are we doing tonight?
We're doing all cattle, no hat, so we're doing all right. Because Revolver don't miss very often. And this all cattle, no hat is 9%.
Yeah, you're starting with a big one.
Yeah, I'm scared. Imperial IPA. And honestly, it tastes like it has a little bit of like spice to it.
Yeah, that's the resin. There's a citrus.
What kind of resin? Are we talking the legal kind, or are we talking
we're talking about the legal in some states kind.
Oh, okay. There we go. The
one.
legal in some states kind.
Yeah.
The type we like, not going to lie. No, actually, I quit smoking a long time ago. I don't actually smoke anymore. Even though my name is Ziggy, yes, I know. There's a contradiction of the name. But I don't smoke anymore. I gave that stuff up.
Proud of you.
Don't be. So anyway, it's actually pretty decent. If you're into IPAs and a little bit of spice, and you're not scared of the 9%, this is a good beer. It doesn't feel like a 9% though. I will say that it's not very heavy.
One could say it goes down smooth. You go back for more.
Yeah. I'm leaving that all for Bri to say. So let's get into the news you can booze to. And first up, NFL news. Aaron Rodgers, a Steeler. We talked about that last episode. He's at camp, and he's married. And no one can find this woman online.
Are we sure he's married?
I'm predicting a Teo. Remember the guy from Notre Dame that had the fake girlfriend, the online girlfriend?
Yeah. I saw the documentary on this. Yes.
I am predicting something like that because all we got from him was a Britney. There's not a Brittany Rodgers out online. There's no mention or anything of her anywhere besides.
Oh my God, it's Brittany Broski. Do you know who Brittany Broski is?
No, I don't know who Brittany Broski is, but that name is magical.
It's do you remember the kombucha girl on TikTok?
Who?
Okay, never mind.
Bri apparently watches a lot of TikTok, and we should be alarmed. And
listen,
it's
how I go to bed.
How? What?
Like I just scroll, and then there's like when you scroll on TikTok, there's a lady that pops up at one point and goes, "Have you been scrolling?" And then I go to bed because I feel bad.
Have you been scrolling?
Yeah,
is your
like
alarm to go to sleep?
It's like this very calming woman who just looks at you and goes, "Have you been scrolling?" And it makes me feel bad about myself, so I turn it off and go to bed.
Have you been scrolling? And then it's time to go to bed because of the shame you feel from scrolling.
Yeah.
That is insane.
What can I say? I'm Gen Z.
What in the hell have you been? I'm going to say that to myself. Have you been scrolling?
You just looks yourself in the mirror. Have you been scrolling?
Time.
It's time for bed.
So back to Aaron Rodgers because
sorry,
I don't want to unpack the rest of that one. He's married, hasn't really doesn't want us to know anything about the woman. Didn't want to do a big wedding. Apparently, his brother didn't go to the wedding, which him and his brother are fighting still because he didn't go to his brother's wedding. Him and his brother really don't speak because of whatever reasons, family feuds. Nobody wins. Excuse me. So, and apparently his brother is still married to the girl that he married from the Bachelorette or Bachelor, which is crazy dope because I thought that shit was all fake. So cool. Maybe it's not. I mean, whatever.
The only one I know is Pilot Pete.
I know none of them. I only know Rodgers because of his brother, because of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that's the only one I know.
Yeah. The Golden Bachelor? Love that one though.
Yeah, we're not going down this rabbit hole of TikTok. So
TLC.
yeah, whatever. TLC, TikTok, all starts with T. So traumatic.
Only reason why you're on that show. Trauma.
What the fuck? Where have we gone? All cattle, no hats. We have gone down a rabbit hole that I am afraid to even. Never mind. Shamar Stewart, who may or may not be a Cincinnati Bengal. And those of you that don't know, I didn't mention this for the past few weeks because the simple fact is I thought the holdout would be fucking done. He has still not signed his contract. He is a first-round pick. And the reason that this is such an alarming thing is because teams are starting to put in place verbiage and contracts for these players where the money's not all guaranteed. And those of you who don't know about football contracts, Bri, I'll explain. Football is a prove to me you're worth it kind of contract. And when you don't prove it anymore, I have the right as an owner. I'm not saying I'm an owner, but the owners have a right to say, all right, we'll cut you and cut our losses. Now, where this comes into play as a big deal is because Shamar Stewart is, first off, a first-round pick. He's also, usually this verbiage is in the later rounds, like third, sometimes second, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round guys that are on the team. The verbiage is very much so, hey, listen, if you don't make it by this date, we don't have to pay you that money. It's not fucking normal for your first round pick to be treated as a third round pick with the verbiage of, if you don't make it by this day, if you don't make it by Christmas, we don't have to pay you this money. That is insane, especially to think that it could cost you a player because he now can go and rescind himself back to the draft the following year. Now, there are some arguments that, he will drop down out of the first round if he does this, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. I think there are plenty of examples of like the COVID years. Or the COVID year. Micah Parsons, who pretty much sat out the entire year, still got drafted like really high. And Shamar is no slouch. He's been at camp, not working out, but basically studying film, learning the playbook, showing up to team meetings, showing he wants to be part of the team, but he's just not going to put his body out there and have money not guaranteed to him. I get it. But now he's out and he left and he says he's not coming back unless they take the verbiage out of the contract. Bengals, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but you're about to lose your first rounder in Shamar Stewart, and you could possibly end up losing Trey Hendrickson, who is a monster and kept your defense in the game. He was a fucking savage, and you're about to let two of your defensive players go. Yes, you shored up your offense. Yes, you made Joe Burrow happy, but Joe Burrow is only one man. He can't play defense. He cannot stop the run. He can't rush the quarterback. You need your defense. What the fuck are we doing? I don't understand it. I really don't. Meanwhile, not understanding things, the WNBA. Bree's getting excited. The WNBA. Cece is back.
She's back.
And she came back with a vengeance. She is, I would say, arguably the biggest catch in WNBA. But she not only, I don't know how to even say this. She just basically came out and said, fuck you. I am the queen of this shit. Watch me work. And handed the Liberty their first loss of the season.
And Cunningham is down behind the play, but they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from three. Two players with incredible up. Clark with the three. Johannes answered, then Caitlin again. She's calling for the ball from Cunningham. Clark, another long three. She's back! And not only 9 and 30, but look at the depth on these field goal attempts. She's certainly feeling it. Left side, right side. Now come back to your favorite spot again. It doesn't matter.
Evil face. Listen, she is by far one of the best talents we have seen in WNBA, and she continues to prove it left and right, and it's insane. Mm-hmm. It's insane. I think I figured it out, though. Here we are. Also, Paige is back and dropped 35 in her return. Wings still only have one win.
I'm not surprised.
And it's about to get worse because they're 1-11 and they're about to go through a really tough stretch. Everyone will be watching here shortly in the next 2 weeks, including myself, the Wings versus Fever. Indiana will be in town, and it's such a big deal that they are fucking moving it to the American Airlines Center. Here to that. Here to that. Tickets are fucking ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But I'm going. My son is going. We're going. We're going to see it. We're going to see the white savior, the great white hype of the WNBA.
I love a man showing support for women's sports.
Listen,
I love it.
First off,
no sarcasm, by the way.
I appreciate that. I am a fan of sports in general, whether it be women or men or hermaphrodites. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. Long as it's good and entertaining, we're good. Okay, so it could be dogs. I watched.
Oh my gosh, were you about to say that you watched the Dog Olympics?
I watched ESPN Ocho, and I think they have like squirrel paddling.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Racing, yeah, and I almost put money on that, but that was a dark time, so we're not going to talk about that.
Ziggy, no.
That was
not you betting on squirrels.
Look, are you scrolling?
Are you
scrolling? Yes, I was. Yes, I put. Listen, there are plenty of things you can gamble on. But yeah, also in news for the WNBA that I just came across this. I have to say this. Angel Reese is a great sport and loves the attention that she gets. First off, she got her first triple-double the other night. So here to that. And she is now putting out a patent for me bounds. Yes, they crowned her the me bounder queen because she shoots, misses, and she gets her own rebounds because she is just that bad of a shot. But she sees all this stuff online. She laughs at it apparently herself and says, I should make some money off this. Remember when I told you that she was going to be a star? Case and fucking point. She's smart. I mean, she's business savvy. Listen, LSU gives degrees out there, college degrees down there. So she probably got a... Joe Burrow doesn't know. Shot at him. But yes, I won't do too much on LSU. Shout out to Jocelyn. I won't do too much LSU. If those of you that watch the show for months now know that I have a friend of the show who went to LSU, and I like to take jabs at LSU every chance I get because of that. Anyway, but shout out to Angel for that. That was, I don't know, whoever in the camp giving her the advice, brilliant. Y'all want to make fun of me? Cool. Let me laugh all the way to the motherfucking bank. Mm-hmm. So anyway, now for the finals. Let's start with hockey. Yeah. Hockey first.
Yeah.
Bruh. This has been by far the best series I have seen of hockey ever. I don't care about you hockey enthusiasts, hockey super fans that have been hockey fans since the 90s and the 80s and since the creation and all. No, fam. You have McDavid, Jesus coming back for hockey versus Panthers who just are ridiculous. And their team, they're deep, they're physical, they're fast, they can score, while Draisaitl and McDavid are fighting for their life. Like R. Kelly meme. I'm fighting for my life. I don't know how to hog tie people.
What the fuck is that?
Sorry. That was...
Where'd you go? Where'd you go just now?
That was the R. Kelly meme. You never saw the R. Kelly interview that he freaked out? Oh, my God. How are you a TikTok head and never saw this?
Because I don't like
that. Is your homework for the night. That's fine, but that is your homework for the night. Look up the R. Kelly interview. Fucking classic material.
Material? It's a man's life.
He's a Pied Piper. He put himself out there for entertainment. Anyway, now let's get serious. Is Brad Marchand going to win the Conn Smythe this year? Regardless of who wins the finals. Regardless of who wins it, should Brad Marchand win the Conn Smythe?
I think he should.
Do you know what the Conn Smythe is?
Is it the one that
McJesus? Yes.
McJesus won last year.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's the best player of the finals.
Yes. We got to call him McJesus. Now, some people down in Florida have called him Mick overrated, but we won't get into that. Well. I don't think he's overrated. I do think he's the second coming or third coming because I think we just forgot about Ovechkin. But whatever. This dude is leaps and bounds more talented. But Brad Marchand has been putting on a clinic. Mm-hmm. He's been putting the team basically on his back, and he just continues to fucking thrill everybody. Like, he's just, even his mom was in the stand. Like, it just, I don't know. It just, Marchand is Conn Smythe winner in my eyes.
There comes Marchand, looks to put a move on Walden, gets the shot away and scores! Another spectacular move by Marchand. His second goal of the night, sixth of the series. Well, the Oilers, for the offensive zone face-off, put Bouchard and Wallman out there for the very purpose of trying to generate some offense. Marchand on his toes once again, surprises Wallman and then makes an unbelievable move around him and through the legs of Pickard.
Another face-off play. Goes to Renan with a beautiful redirect in a neutral zone. But how about the jump?
I love how he slaps the stick down after he scores. Like, fuck yeah, you know I
did that shit.
Did that shit.
No, that was clean.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as clean as McJesus' little assist that shook my man to the core. Bri's still mad about that. Shook him to the core. I mean, he wasn't trying to get tripping. No, he was getting crossed up. He was getting put in the blender, okay? The absolute blender. But yeah, listen, like I was saying about McDavid or McJesus or Mick overrated, whatever, McDavid. Can he be considered a great if he can't get over the hump of winning a Stanley Cup. We see the talent. We see everything on ice. The dude is everything you want, talent-wise, everything you want as far as a team player, everything you want in the media, which he really doesn't. He says all the right things. Mm-hmm. But is he a great? Can we consider him a great if he doesn't win the Stanley Cup?
I think so.
Really?
As much as he annoys me on the ice.
Why does he annoy?
On the
ice?
ice.
I was about to say, damn.
Because every time we play against him, I don't like it because I know we're not gonna do great because we need to get better players. But listen, anyway.
Against the Stars, you're saying?
Yes. Against
I'm like, wait, because Florida's handling
against
their
the
business.
Panthers, they're fine. Like,
they're up 3-2 right now.
I feel like they're gonna pull it off. But
so crazy, they're gonna fucking have a dynasty going.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
And for how dirty they play.
Gross.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a Panthers fan if that's the only option.
Gross. But listen,
I think he could do it. He won the
Conn Smythe.
Yeah,
which he got.
Conn Smythe.
It's Conn Smythe. Yeah.
Conn Smythe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a player. It's a
I thought you
olden
were
hockey.
saying Hans Smythe for a second, and I was like, "Who's Hans? Who is this Hans?" Have you ever seen Frozen?
Are you scrolling?
Have you ever seen Frozen?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. Olaf, who is this Hans? Anyway. Anyway, not the point. But he won last year.
Those who have children know Frozen.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
He won last year, but he didn't win the Stanley Cup. So he's considered a great already. But that's what I'm saying. Like it eventually that great is. It's gonna have some funk to it. He might also
it's gonna have like an asterisk to it. Like, yeah, he's great, but he can't fucking win.
Yeah. Well, he can fucking win. He just can't fucking win.
He can't win the big games. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. All I know is we're gonna get 7 games in both series, and I'm hyped for it. Mm-hmm. NBA Finals. Speaking of the other finals that's going on. They've been just as wild as the hockey playoffs. The question that we have to ask now, same question, will SGA be considered a great if he loses this series to the Pacers, who in retrospect don't even have a superstar on the roster? And listen, I could make the argument that Hallie is a superstar, but looking at all the qualities of a superstar, SGA is a superstar. You know how I know? Every time I see a commercial for an NBA time frame, who do I see? I see SGA in that stupid-ass blue suit. I see Chet. I see Williams. I see SGA on a couple of I think it's Gatorade. Like, he's just everywhere. I see SGA everywhere. You know who I don't see on commercials everywhere? Hallie. Now, part of that is he's not a superstar yet. Will him winning this series with the group that he has make him a superstar? Maybe. But to be honest, I don't know. I don't think so. And this is the thing that trips me out about the conversation about SGA is, first of all, everybody talks about is the fouls and the free throws and this, that, and the third. But the dude is a beast. Dude is the smoothest athlete we've seen in a long time. And he's very efficient. But if he loses to Hallie in the finals after losing to the Mavericks the year before that, we also got to put a little funk and a little asterisk on him being a great player, because it's going to be, yeah, he's great, but he can't win the big thing. He can't win the big game. Now, they are currently in Game 5, and rumor has it, statistically speaking, the team that wins Game 5 has a 74 or 75% chance of winning the whole thing, or has won 74 or 75% of the time. I'm not a stat nerd. I'm not one of those people that, follow the numbers. I don't know. I've seen what Indiana has done, and I don't know. But again, OKC has not lost back-to-back games in these playoffs. I don't see them doing it this year. And that means they're going to win in 7. More games for us. You cannot be mad at this. If you're a sports fan, you're hoping both these series go to 7, because after this series or after these series, it gets real fucking boring. Like, real boring. I get it, baseball heads. I get it. Baseball's not great till after October, after All-Star break. Then we start paying attention, right? Then we start really paying attention into October and things. Soccer's trying to make some noise with the FIFA Cup and things like that, and the World Cup is coming next year. I get it. I'm with it, which there's been some great fucking shit going on.
Let's not forget the U.S. Open was the other day.
Yeah, golf.
A dad's favorite sport.
Hey, I'm a dad. I don't like golf. I like playing golf.
There you go.
I like playing golf because I get to hit the ball. Actually, I was at Top Golf not too long. I was at Top Golf like Friday.
I've only been to Top Golf once.
Top Golf is fun. Why only once? What's wrong with you?
Well, I didn't want to go, and then my friend had a birthday there, and I was like, sure, I'll go.
Why don't you want to go? Did you have fun?
It's just like my arms hurt. I'm like, if I'm gonna hit a ball, I want to be a little drunk, and their drinks are expensive.
I totally agree. We won't talk about.
And I'd much rather do mini golf.
Mini putt is fire. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm all for putt. But Top Golf, I don't know. I have a good time every time I go. So yeah, I had fun Friday. I didn't actually drink any.
You went to Top Golf on Friday. I went to a Rangers game on Friday.
That's what are we doing? The topping each other?
No,
right
I was just saying like you did something and I did something. Look at us, we're doing things.
God, like what was that about? Like
it was just me saying what I was doing.
No, it's fine. Did they win?
Yeah, I was bored though. We left and went to Texas Live. It was like a 3-point game. Like it was boring.
Proving my point.
Proving the
that
point that baseball
is not fun to watch or not interesting to watch until All-Star break.
My friends and I sat there and looked up at the screen, and every time someone like a player would come on, we'd like describe their life story. Like they live with their mom and they have a basement full of anime was one of them. Yeah, we made shit up. We were bored.
Bri, what is wrong with you and your
friends? No, that's like entertainment.
Are you scrolling?
We cleared out our whole row though by the end of the game.
I can only imagine. Yeah, they probably were like, bro, these people are crazy.
Well, no, someone did think we were crazy because I was tying my shoe next to the stairs, and my friends, we make jokes about pushing each other down the stairs a lot. I don't know. It's just what we do. It's our friend group. And so one of my friends was like, what if I just pushed her down the stairs? And my other friend was like, oh my God, you should do it. And it was obviously joking. And I had looked up at them and I said, I don't trust you anymore. So I kept walking down the stairs. And when we got down the stairs, we turned around and this man was staring at my friends, terrified. And then for the rest of the game, he kept looking up and like looking at us to make sure I was alive.
Yeah, I'm concerned. And I don't know. I don't really know what.
If you met my friends, you'd understand though.
I mean,
you'd be like, this makes sense.
Listen, I got friends that we make goofy shit like that, but pushing you down a baseball flight of stairs is crazy because that's just cement. And
what'd you call it?
Cement.
Cement?
Cement.
It's cement. Sounds like you're saying semen, but with at the end.
All right, and now we're gonna change the subject because fuck that. It's not what I was saying.
Anyway, ending on a note of falling down the stairs.
And now it's time for the beer flight of the night. I don't even know what to do with all that. YDC and the Sunset Lounge will be at the Frisco Rough Riders Thirsty Thursday games all season. You'll spot us in the lazy river, sitting in the stands, or maybe just wandering the crowd. Go to ridersbaseball.com/specials and use code Let's Ride 25. Quench your thirst on Thirsty Thursdays with YDC and the Sunset Lounge. All right, so first up we have Playa de Brooklyn. It is a lime lager. Mm-hmm. It is.
I can tell you.
I forgot the percentage. I forgot the percentage.
Proud of you.
It's a pink and green can. Brooklyn Brewery, they haven't really disappointed me, except for their stout, because I'm not a fan of stout.
Yeah.
Their stout, but if you're a stout coffee drinker, then you probably like it.
It's just not for you.
It's not for me. But they haven't missed on anything besides that to me. Mm-hmm. The stout is called Black Ops.
Yeah.
And I remember that because it's Call
good.
of Duty. Is it?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
See, I'm not a stout guy. That's how you know I'm not a stout guy, because
it's not a sweet stout. It's like
motherfucking
dork.
Bang.
This one is 4.8%.
Oh, okay. This is
it's
light.
on the cusp of a 5%.
Yeah, okay. It's light. I like it. A little summer cans, little summer vibe.
It's bright and breezy.
Ding, 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 ding. Honestly, this smells like it could be mistaken for Dos Equis.
It is a good dupe.
Okay.
As I say at my bar, it's a good dupe. Just a hint of lime, not too bad.
No, it's not a hint.
Oh, it really hits you?
It's in there.
Oh.
It is limey.
I always get a hint of lime.
It is limey.
I drink margaritas though, so.
You can, if you're not a lime guy, that I could see this being, or lime growl. Excuse me.
Gal.
Gal.
You're not a lime gal.
If you're not a lime gal, if you're not a lime person, you might not like this, because there's a lime. You put the lime in the coconut. No? Okay.
No, I like that song. Just.
So it is.
It's
limey.
good for like outside.
Yeah, this is definitely a poolside beer. This is like
salted
a beer.
Rim.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, Bri, bring it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
good in a michelada.
Have
you ever had a michelada?
I have, even though I don't like tahini and all that stuff.
We'll do it with salt rim.
The michelada I had was with tahini.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
I didn't. No. I'm just saying I don't. Once I had it with tahini, I didn't really want it no more. So I mean, I'm not really a spicy guy. I don't like spice. I'm kind of a punk when it comes to spice.
Yeah, that makes sense. You eat cheese pizza.
So we taking personal jabs today.
No, I felt so bad.
I feel like we just take.
I felt so bad when you were eating cheese pizza, and I was like throwing shade at you, and I was like, wow, this grown man is eating cheese pizza. And then Ashley told me that you were a vegetarian.
Yeah, like I'm full on like
bad.
I don't eat meat. I'm sorry.
I felt so bad.
Hey yo, pause. Like fuck. Anyway, next up is Heavy Hands
by Spindle Tap.
Spindle Tap.
It is 8%.
It is of the other side of the spectrum of this. Is it an IPA? It's an IPA.
It's an
right?
Imperial Double New England lager, or not lager, IPA.
Listen, so this is cloudy.
Hazy.
This is hazy.
Hazy yellow.
It's gold.
Looks like hay.
And I like most New England IPAs.
Mm-hmm. All you're going to get in this one is
hops.
Yeah. It's Citra hops, so you're only going to get like tropical fruits in it.
Hops. I don't smell nothing but hops. It smells like weed almost. Bad, like the
dank.
cheap weed. Dank.
Smells dank.
Cheap dank.
Mm-hmm. The cheap dank.
The cheap dank. Not to call the beer cheap, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Back in the day when we used to get them $5 bags.
$5.
$5. All right. Yeah, it's in New England.
Yep.
So here's, I will say this. It's not bad, right? Mm-hmm. It is probably, you know what would go with this, even though I don't eat them anymore? Wings.
Ooh,
like a good buffalo wing, like a good lemon pepper.
Ooh, have you ever tried buffalo and lemon pepper mixed together?
I haven't. That sounds insane because I don't really eat buffalo wings.
Well, obviously, you're vegetarian.
Well, I don't eat buffalo sauce. Like,
yeah,
that's another thing. I'm actually, fuck it.
Baby.
I'm allergic to fucking condiments. Like ketchup, mayonnaise.
How are you
mustard.
allergic to that? You're allergic to ranch?
Yes.
What a sad life.
You don't know what you don't miss. I mean, you don't miss what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't miss. That 8% are really
New England, what are you doing to me? No.
That's sad. So you eat salad just like raw dog in it?
I put virgin olive oil in there, or what is it?
Balsamic?
No.
No, because that's a condiment.
Olive oil. Like the olive oil. The extra virgin olive oil. Put it in there. I put a little lemon, and then, a little lemon juice, if you will, whatever.
Lemon zest.
I mean, burgers, just cheese when I did eat them. Steaks, if I had to put anything on a steak, it wasn't good anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying, for those of you A1 fuckers out there that be talking shit. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah, so I'm allergic to condiments, so laugh away. It's been my father, and my son all are cursed.
Your poor kid.
Yeah, because I have two brothers and both of them can eat that shit. No problem. My mom, same thing. Like, they all eat it in front of me. I stay away from the table while they're eating.
That's very weird.
It's just a combo of things. We've figured out that it's vinegar, food coloring, and something else that just triggers us all. And
like throat closing allergic?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like hives. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. I've only almost died twice.
Oh yeah, only twice.
Hey, listen,
Man. Live la vida loca.
You've never lived until you almost died once. You've lived if you've almost died twice. Yeah. So next up is Power Play. Shout out to the Stars from Turning Point Brewery.
Well, you got to show the can. Everyone's like, shout out to the Stars. They don't know what this can looks like.
Shout out to Stars. My bad. Shout out to the Stars. Turning Point is a brewery here in Dallas, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a blonde ale with Citra.
It's Bedford, Texas.
Bedford, Texas. Shout out to Bedford. Turning Point, I've had one of their beers before. Mm-hmm. Actually pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. I forget
Turning Point has some good beers.
Yeah, I forget what it was, but I think it was like I think it was a lager. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Listen, I drink entirely too much beer. This one I can smell the Citra. Mm-hmm. I can smell the Citra. What percentage is this?
This one is 5.3.
Okay.
So it's like this honestly is a blonde golden ale.
Okay.
So it's not an IPA, but it does have blonde ale dry hopped citrus.
There's a lot of power in that play.
A lot of power in the 5.3%.
A lot of power in that 5.3, baby. Honestly, I was expecting more fruity, and it's not.
It's just like, it's like dry. It's like a dry, fruity, like not dissimilar to like a white wine dry, but like it makes your mouth kind of go.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
got me that way. Pause. All right. And now for Manhattan Project.
Yep.
Yeah, Project. I always want to not give them the project. Manhattan Project Beer Company. It is called Delayed Destination. I guess I should have done this for all the cans, which we'll do here in a second. Shout out to Spindle because one thing their can did was bring me back. For those of you who played Knockout or Punch Out, the Mike Tyson boxing game on Nintendo, their can is like that. And yeah, so, and then of course, Playa del Brooklyn. Excuse me. Playa de Brooklyn. Day. Again, summery, cool. This is a 4th of July, like, for real. Puerto Rican Day Parade. Brooklyn. I see what you did there. By the way, Puerto Rican Day Parade is in New York City. Not in Brooklyn. I think it's in Manhattan, actually. But anyway, back to delayed destination. This is a coffee blonde.
It is a blonde. Yeah, a coffee blonde, basically. It's not a stout, but it has stout-like flavoring. It's roasted with Edison coffee.
Roasted Edison coffee.
Do you even like coffee?
Huh?
Do you even like coffee?
I don't like coffee. At all.
Oh.
At all.
As I'm drinking coffee. It's supposed to have rose, dark chocolate, and dried blueberries.
All that smells coffee.
And a hint of vanilla. Well, it is brewed with coffee.
Fuck it. Here we are. We're here. Ziggy, it's for the show.
You gotta do it, man. We're gonna be doing sours next week.
I'm not ready for that. Okay. Not as stouty as I thought it was going to be. Not as coffee as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely delayed on the taste as far as like, excuse me, the heaviness, or not even heaviness, because some stouts, Jesus.
Every time you drink beer, man.
Ooh, too much beer. I could see why they call it a delayed destination, because it's like
a delayed flavor, a little bit.
Yeah, like it's kind of not. It doesn't hit you all at once like most stouts. Mm-hmm. It just kind of like slides in there.
I'm about to slide in. Anyway, I like the cans of all Manhattan Projects because on the back of them, it tells you like a good food that it would go with.
Yo.
And it says like pancakes on that one, and I think it'd be.
I could see pancakes. Actually, I could see donuts.
Ooh, yeah.
I could see donuts.
It says lazy day too. It's like the mood of the day, lazy. Food, and then something else on the other. Like there's 3 things, and so it's mood of the day, lazy, pancakes, and then something.
Oh yeah, lazy days, pancakes, fruit.
So like a side.
Yeah,
basically.
I could see that.
Yeah, Gold Flash is also behind you. They most likely have the same thing on the back of that can as well.
Oh yeah. They all have it for all Manhattan, but I mean, I
honestly love that though. I think more breweries should do that with their cans.
Yeah, let me know what the fuck to pair it with. All right, that's enough of that. Oh. Honestly, we haven't done a favorite in a while.
Oh, what's your favorite? I can tell you my favorite can.
My favorite can is Power Play.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, favorite can is Power Play. Duh.
Obviously.
Well, not obvious because Spindle Tap, Heavy Hands was kind of fire, but you're too young for that.
Yeah, but then when I look at the Power Play one, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, it's the Dallas Stars. You don't even have to, like, it doesn't have the logo on it, but you just know that it's the Stars.
You know it's the Stars.
Give me that delayed destination. I feel like you're wrong on your flavor profile. Not wrong, but different.
Different, wrong, same difference. My favorite is gonna have to be Heavy Hands.
This is not coffee scented as like strong as you think it is.
I'm sorry, a person that doesn't drink coffee. This is the.
Ooh, that's roasted. That's a nice roast.
See, Bri likes it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Heavy Hands because Heavy Hands has the best like combo. It's in New England. It don't lie to you. It just tells you the God honest truth. Welcome to New England.
It's also the haziest.
That too. The Lime Lager is probably second though, and then Power Play because Power Play is just like, whew, wasn't expecting that. Delayed destination, obviously, because I'm not a coffee drinker. That's all I taste on it, and it's maybe I shouldn't smell the stouts.
Yeah.
Like if I smell them, I have a very powerful big ass nose.
Do you like sweets?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna buy a beer.
Oh.
From my job. It's called the Henna. It is like it's vanilla, cinnamon, like pastry stout. If you like sweet things, I think you might like it.
See, I've always had a problem when they try to do those things.
But it is sweet as hell. Like it's like 15%. I chugged that shit. It was so good. Ooh, on ice cream.
15%.
Yeah, it's heavy.
What are we
I had
doing?
to split it with somebody because I was like, I can't finish this.
What are we doing? 15%.
Yes,
Okay, we're gonna stick with the heavy hands and the 8s, and is that 8? Yeah, it was 8.
Yeah, it was an 8%.
8, yeah, 8%. We're gonna stick with 8, and that was your beer flight of the night. Shout out to Spindle Tap, heavy hands, brought me back, and also made me realize that New England IPAs are, yeah, because I'm definitely feeling it now. All right.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Are you scrolling? All right. So now it's time.
You're doing the voice wrong.
Beer goggles of the week. And man, do we have some off the wall ass shit. I don't think anyone saw this coming from the big three, but Dwight Howard and Stevenson, who just made the 6-pack of the week for his great defense, who got cooked. What the fuck is going on here? So many questions, so many responses in the comments. The comments were like, bro, I continue to know now that no basketball players can actually really fight, because there's no way that Dwight Howard's big ass shouldn't have thrown Stevenson fucking across or punched him and ended the whole thing. But I guess basketball players really don't be wanting to fight.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. They don't want to be fighting.
They got
real.
bad knees. They can't be fighting.
But speaking of fighting, DeMarcus Cousins has some real live mental health issues, and he is fighting for his, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Don't we all?
I mean, yes, but this is crazy. Like, this is crazy.
Why is a man that paid to be there just throwing up middle fingers at this player that he's watching?
He just rubbed his dick and then made him smell it.
He should not have done that, but that guy also escalated it by just sitting there doing this the entire time.
I'm sorry. You put your dick sweat for me to smell on your finger and put it across my face.
What was the dude saying, though?
I am fighting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
And then part 2 of this.
Ante molesto. Ahí DeMarcus Cousins, ahí lo ve, dejándose sentir ante el público y eso no va a quedar bien. Ahí esto se acaba. Esto pasó a mayores, desafortunadamente. Ahí ven la seguridad de Cousins tratando también, en la medida que sea posible, de detener de alguna manera u otra, y los fanáticos pues, respondiendo. Ahí nos vamos a una pausa,
Yeah, that got escalated quickly.
Yeah, like, I mean,
they didn't need to throw their drink at the man.
I mean, first off, this dude has been, and he's been suspended, by the way. He's been suspended for that. Like, they basically kicked him out of the league for that. Like, yeah. But here's the thing. I'm sorry. As a fan, yes, I agree. You shouldn't be middle fingers to people.
You paid for that seat. You're just trying to get something started. Like,
but
how bad was it that he escalated it to?
Does Cousins speak Spanish? Probably
I don't know.
not. Probably
he
not.
might. He might know a little bit since he It's been out there.
Okay, sure. I'll give you that. The dude couldn't have said anything that I could think of. If you're going to do the dick sweat thing and make him smell your dick, swing on me. I'd rather you swing on me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say, if I'm going to say something to you that way, let me get my ass whooped. Putting your
Gesticles.
dick sweat in my face, like I need to smell bro, I am. And you've been playing basketball. Like, we're not talking like,
it stinks.
We're not talking like fresh out the shot, like, disrespectful. We're talking just sweaty, nasty, grown man. Nah, bruh. Nah, fight me.
I really like the guy that stood up, that was sitting next
Yeah,
to the guy that was did the middle fingers. He stood up and just walked away onto the court. He was like, I am not dealing with this, actually.
Yeah, man, ain't no way.
Yeah, but throwing popcorn and drinks at the guy as he's leaving was a bit too far.
It was. Honestly, like I said, it was too far. And I'm not
He's
saying
already leaving.
I'm not saying the fans were right in that situation because I don't know what was said. But dog, come on, man. Like, that's too much. Like, that's too much. The whole ordeal was too much. And now that's why he's not playing in that league anymore. Speaking of too much, though, Game 3 and this all-out brawl was too much.
Now he just got a penalty. Frederick just cross-checked Bennett. Broke his stick, and now Bennett's going to get even. That was Greer and Nurse. You're just going to start seeing 10-minute misconducts getting handed out.
Gajovic and Nurse to the left of your screen, throwing punches. Smith's helmet has come off. He's tackling with Connor Brown. Gajovic still going at it with Nurse.
Nurse is holding tight. He's holding tight there.
There's Bennett and Frederick. Nurse and Gajovic continue to go at it.
Watching men fight in hockey is probably one of my favorite things because
Really?
of how stupid they look.
Bruh.
Their arms just out, trying to hit each other, but they can't reach.
Yeah, they can't reach.
And then
But that was a lot of fighting.
It was a lot of fighting.
Like, my man was swinging into the bench and hitting people in the face in the bench. There was a little girl that was interviewed after it, and she was like, it was so much fighting. And I was like, bro, she's going to be a serial killer. Like, please watch out for her.
But that would be me. There was so much fighting.
Serial killer.
But no, men just look they look so stupid, trying to swat at each other.
Yeah, because they're you're
they're
on
just
ice.
jerseys,
Yeah, you're on
they're trying not to
ice.
fall.
And poor Nurse, he didn't want to fight. Nurse did not want to fight. Nurse was like, bro, I just
want to do my job.
Yeah, I just couldn't let my teammates see me not try to fight. And old boy wanted to fight. I forget this guy, whatever.
That was great. That was a great pronunciation of that.
Yeah, he just wanted to fight.
Or especially the ones that are on the ice, actually on the floor. They're just holding each other at that point. They're not even fighting. They're just he's just
holding each other down,
I
catching
think,
a
I think it was
breather.
the Panther player on top of the
Yeah,
Oiler player.
I'm
And he was
just
like, I feel like they were whispering to each other and be like, I feel like we should just
Yeah,
stay
just
here.
lay here. Just lay
I
here.
don't
Don't
think they'll
move. Don't move. Don't
notice.
move. Don't move. Don't move.
Don't move. We're just gonna.
That
lay
sounds
right
so
here.
wild. That sounds wild as hell. Anyway, that was the beer goggles of the week. And now it's time for the 6-pack of the week. And I have never seen a 363.
The man was too stunned to speak.
Everybody in the gym. First off, that was in Puerto Rico as well. He is Puerto Rican as well. Same. Not. I don't think it's the same league, obviously, as DeMarcus Cousins, but My man, that crazy. First off, he didn't hit nothing but net. Mm-hmm. Second of all, he jumped in the air, spinning, bruh. Insane.
No thoughts, just vibes. He literally just went, woo.
But he had to practice that. He's had to hit a
he had to do that a few times.
Yeah,
for him to be so confident in pulling that off during a game.
And the kids in the background was hilarious. They're all like,
"Oh my god, did you see that?"
Yo, lacrosse, hit stick.
It's a pass in there, picked up by McAdory, a little toe drag, and he got planted. Bo Pettersson.
You know it's bad when you don't even look. You don't even look for the ball. You just get up like, all right, I'm out.
The only thing I know on lacrosse is Teen Wolf. Probably never saw that. It was a TV show when I was growing up. The guys like played lacrosse, and like every time I watch lacrosse now, I'm like, ugh, Teen Wolf. But that looked like it hurt.
You know, I have never seen Teen Wolf.
That makes sense. It is a teenage girls show.
Yeah, okay. All right. One.
It is a show about a teenage boy that becomes a wolf, and then...
It's a movie, actually.
It's also a movie, but it's also a TV show. Tyler Posey, Dylan O'Brien. Love them.
I don't know.
Tyler Posey's kind of weird right now, but Dylan O'Brien.
I don't know anyone she's talking about
Maze
right
Runner?
now.
You never saw Maze Runner?
Who?
Maze Runner?
No.
Oh. Well, okay. Never mind.
And now for the catch of the year, arguably, but catch of the year.
And this one to center field. Denzel Clark on the move back after he stepped towards home plate and makes another catch.
Oh my God!
Back-to-back weeks where he wins the electric play of the week, and he's already on the leaderboard for this week.
You go ahead and book it. I've heard the list. I've seen the list of the greatest catches you're ever going to see in your life. If you don't have room for this one on your list, we're watching two different sports. I mean, Denzel Clark climbs the ladder and then hangs out. You want to talk about playing above the rim, folks. This ball is out of the ballpark by 5-6 feet, and Denzel says, nay, nay, give me that back.
Can we talk about his first step being in?
Nay,
as
nay.
much as that play was so cool,
Nay, nay.
those announcers are everything to me. She sounds like an anime character.
Oh my God.
Or like a Disney animated character.
Nay, nay.
And him.
That was funny. Bruh, that was...
This week.
I'm like trying to enjoy this man and what he can do.
First off, Denzel Clark has caught. That's actually like his second. Mm-hmm. That's the first best. That's the best catch he's had, period. But that's like his second great catch this year, and that was that's got to be catch of the year.
He
and
did
it would
really good job.
Nay, nay,
Nay, nay. This week.
And it wouldn't be six pack without a knockout, man. Especially from the UFC, they fight like every day. So,
Three times. Malcolm Wellmaker does it again. His time in Georgia. And that'll keep growing the bandwagon.
That punch was crazy.
that punch was crazy.
Is this the same guy as last week?
No.
No? Same form.
Listen, them punches.
One punch and out.
Yeah, them punches, they land right. That's it. And this is the most creative way I've ever seen somebody win a race.
Oh, my God. A gymnast. We love her.
Fastest. We got a nice start here for the 5A girls 100-meter hurdles as Brooklyn Anderson cruising out in front. Who can finish behind Brooklyn, though? Brooklyn somersaults her way to the lead. And she's going to get her own little ovation for that one. Does she also do gymnastics? Because that was a sweet roll for her. You see her take a bow right there. 14.9.
Yo, the announcer's been killing this week.
In her interview, she said, I didn't know how far they were behind me. All I knew is that I needed to cross that line. And you know what? She did what she had to do.
She did what she had to do. Nah, facts. Like, that's why I was on Six Pack, because first off, she was smoking.
Mm-hmm.
She was smoking them. There's no
way anybody would have caught her.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if she would have crawled across the front line, the finish line. But the fact that she rolled and kept rolling and
she was like, eventually I'll get there.
I'll get there, baby. I don't know how close they are.
And the form, fantastic. As a gymnast,
absolutely,
she did great.
She did exactly what she was supposed to do. Now for Tyreek Hill doing exactly what he was supposed to do. Noah could never.
And he got in 5, Hampton in 4. Yeah.
10.15. Noah, who I'm speaking of, said that the athletes, it's like the Super Bowl is not world champions because they haven't fought anybody or faced anybody around the world, blah, 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 blah. And football players took very much insult to that. And Tyreek Hill is one of them who says, you know what, I'll beat you in your own sport. And he continues to do shit like that. And he held up the sign at the podium when they announced he won, or when they gave him the winning medal, and it was glorious. Yeah, I'd say glorious.
Good Malcolm song.
You said what?
It's a good Malcolm song. Do you remember that?
No. What are these pop references that she keeps bringing up are crazy. I don't.
Do you even know who Malcolm is?
Malcolm Moore?
Uh-huh.
No.
Thrift shopping? What?
Macklemore.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I thought you were saying Malcolm Moore.
No, not Malcolm.
I was like, Malcolm Moore? Who the fuck is that? Macklemore. Yeah. I remember him and his fucking whack-ass Grammy that he shouldn't have won.
Whoa.
Anyway, moving on. And that was the six-pack of the week. And now it's time for the conversations at the keg. And I feel like the last few weeks have been really like pick a side. So I'm going to make Bri pick a side of beer. How did you get into beer, Bri?
My dad, actually. So
greatness.
I know.
What a father. Shout out to all the dads.
Happy Father's Day, by the way. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome anytime. Only once a year, though. No, my dad, he used to. He still goes to the Flying Saucer where I currently work. He'd been going there for like 5, 6 years. And I went in with him once, and I was about to go on a trip to Disney because I was depressed and I wanted something to do. So I went to Disney, and I sat at the bar. My friend Hunter was working the bar, and he just goes, "Hey, you want to work here?" I said yes, and now I am 3 years working there.
Okay.
I teach girls beer. So
nice, thank you.
All of our new girls, every time we get a new girl, they have to go through 3 days of beer training on yeast forward beers, hop forward beers, and malt forward beers.
All right, explain for us simpletons who don't know anything about that.
So yeast beers are going to be your Belgian beers, like Belgian quads, triples, saisons, things like that. Where the yeast is more pronounced in a beer, because all beer has malt, hops, yeast.
When
and
you
water.
say pronounced, is that like because obviously Belgians speak German, so it's like pronounced as in yeast, or is it like yeast?
Yeah. No, not pronounced. Like more forward. Like it's more yeast.
So we taste
forward.
bread when we drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So for those, like, every beer has all four things.
I'm trying to throw her off. She's doing very well.
Water, hops, malts, and yeast. Every beer has it, but most beers have things that are more forward. So
I got you. Which one's up front?
Stouts. Like hops are obviously IPAs. All that. So I had to.
We're learning.
You're learning something. So I had to take 3 days of beer training, and I'm still learning.
3 days? That's it?
Yeah, well, because then you take quizzes. You have to take a big quiz to start working there. You sit down with the manager.
To serve beer?
Yeah, because you need to know your shit.
Motherfucker, I just want some ale.
I know. Well,
give me the ale.
Well, all beers are technically ale. So what ale
exactly.
do you want? What ale do you want?
Just
you want a sour ale? I'll give you a sour ale.
Just give me the ale.
Okay, Ziggy, what kind of ales do you like?
Clearly hazy IPAs.
Okay, so do you like a more hazy or more fruity hazy?
It depends on my mood.
Exactly. What are you feeling today?
I'm feeling more hazy.
More hazy? Okay, then I would give you the Toppling Goliath King Sue.
Hold on, wait till we get these on the
Well, I'm
show.
just saying, that's me as a bartender.
Wow, she just straight up turned into a fucking bartender. Where is the tip? Where is the
For real, someone
bar? Shit.
But yeah, so my dad got me into it because he went all the time and he helped me learn, like, figure out all my beers. And because when you take your quiz, you have to give them a beer and then 3 ways to describe that beer. So color, taste, smell. And then you have to give 2 examples of like the same style of beer, but they're different. Yeah.
I feel like Chinese arithmetic just happened.
It's a lot to work there, honestly.
All I want to know is just what kind of, can I just have a beer? I just want a beer.
Do you have your ID?
I'm a mongrel. What?
Do you have your ID? Every time someone comes in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, that's.
I want a beer. Give me your ID.
I just want a beer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so coolest thing you found out about beers?
How they're brewed. Like, oh my gosh, the Trappist ales. Sorry, this is gonna get really nerdy.
That's fine.
Trappist ales are a form of Belgian beers. They are only brewed by monks. Only monks can brew a Trappist beer.
Monks?
Yeah.
You're getting drunk.
Mm-hmm. Only monks are allowed to brew.
Oh, did you know Wimbyana is a monk now?
Who?
Wimby, who is the star player for, he is the star player for the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, that
he was
makes
drafted like number 1. He's like a 7-foot point guard, basically, shooting guard. But he plays center,
semantics.
And he's not semantics. That's very important. But he's becoming a monk.
And did he shave his head?
Shaved his head, is staying there and all that. So hopefully he comes back some pretty good fucking beer.
Well, it depends on if he's with the Trappist monks.
All right.
Because only they're allowed to do it.
All right,
monks in like the Himalayas or whatever aren't allowed.
You know the greatest thing that I found out about beer?
What? You can drink
temperatures.
Oh.
What an asshole. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Just give me a beer.
Did you hear that? Did she just condescended me? No. I really feel like I learned. So first off, how I started this show really was with a friend. We were arguing sports, and I believe that beer and sports go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. And so when we first started, we were dumbasses when it came to beers. We had no ideas what the IPAs were. We knew what hazies, lagers. We didn't. All we know is what. All we knew what was like, you know, what tasted good to us at the time. Mm-hmm. It was horrible. It was a bad combination because we were just picking random shit. That's how I started picking random cans by the style of the can. Mm-hmm. Not realizing that the style of the can didn't have anything to do
it has nothing to do
with the beer unless they had a great marketing team. Mm-hmm. And a lot of money, apparently. Yeah. But I learned along that process temperatures of how they're brewed. Like IPAs are brewed in a colder temperature than lagers, or I think it's ales. One of the two. Stouts are hotter than IPAs, which makes sense because they're more of like a coffee, and coffees have to be hot, things like that. So I always thought that was cool because of the temperatures and things like that. All right. Your favorite style of beer?
Sours and stouts.
You have to pick one.
I can't.
You have to.
Sours.
Good job.
Oh, thanks. I think I like sours just because of how different they are. Like how many different like styles of sours you can do. There's sour IPAs. Those are good.
Okay.
There's smoothie sours. There's slushy sours. There's a lot of different kinds. Like, and then, to think that people can make beer out of their basement and make a slushy IPA or slushy sour. It's called the American Brewing Association.
It is crazy to me that they can just do these things by yeast, a little bit of hops, and water.
Malt.
And malt.
How dare you?
How dare I forget about the malt?
That's the American Brewing Association.
What do you mean?
So if you brew beers in your house or wherever, like you are actually brewing them, you can enter yourself into being a part of the American Brewing Association.
Cool.
And you get, like, at most beer places, you get a discount because you make beer.
Oh, we got to start making beer then.
You forget about malts every time. How are you gonna?
I won't forget about malts if I can get free beer just because I make some shitty shit in my garage.
Yeah.
What? Fuck yeah! I figured out. We cracked the code. We can get damn near free beer if we just make it in our garage.
I don't know.
20% off.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! It's not worth it then.
No, but I'm pretty sure my general manager is a part of it because I will go into our coolers and there's just bottles of unlabeled beers that are like in there. So I feel like he's either like making them or like having them sit for a while. Not smuggling.
So you're snitching on your general manager?
No,
wow.
They know it's there.
Snitching.
Everyone knows it's there.
Oh my goodness.
Because one time I moved one and he freaked out.
I would freak out too because you probably got some yeast or some fermenting, right? Yeah, so.
It looks weird.
Yeah, definitely looks weird. So, all right. What is your least favorite beer?
IPAs.
What?
I despise IPAs.
That's like
and a lot of times
beer of the beers.
But a lot of times the IPAs have like tropical fruits in them and I'm allergic. So I can't even.
How are you allergic to fruit?
I'm allergic to pineapple.
Oh, okay.
How are you allergic to condiments?
I mean, it's a series of fattening things that's why.
And there's a series of acidic things.
Okay, valid. Touche, fucker. Man, that's outstanding.
IPAs suck.
No, don't say suck. They don't suck. Stouts.
No, they don't. They don't suck. You can't say suck. They're just not.
I didn't say suck. I just said stouts.
I knew you were going with it though.
Yeah, you assume that's not a good thing.
So what I'm hearing is I'm bringing you sours next week.
I mean, honestly, I've had some good sours in my lifetime, so that's fine with me. I just can't find them in cans. There's a Spotted Cow brewery, not Spotted Cow brewery. It's the same brewery that makes Spotted Cow. They have a sour that is mind blowing. Like it fucked me up because it is a sour, but it tasted so good. Yeah. Unlike most sours that I've ever had. And then I had a slushy sour maybe. It was like a Powerpuff sour.
Yeah.
Tasted like a popsicle. I can't drink too many of them because I was like, I feel like I would get sick.
Yeah.
But oh my God, at least one can we would finish. Easy.
I'm gonna bring you a sour IPA.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you a smoothie sour.
Not in a can. I don't want it.
A regular sour.
Ugh.
And then whatever else I can find.
Ugh. Just don't bring your general manager's fermented yeast.
I will not be bringing that because that's disgusting. Can we quickly talk about the Olympic hockey teams have been announced already. 3 Dallas Stars are in the.
We can talk about it, but I mean, honestly, the Stars aren't in the finals, so I don't want to talk about the Stars right now.
They're on the Olympic teams. 3 of our guys, Mikko, Miro, Lindell, all made it. I'm just saying, I think that's pretty good. They made up half of the defense team already.
It is pretty good. I give the Stars that, but we're not in the Stanley Cup, so that's what fucking matters, okay?
Okay, well, I was trying to bring some happiness into this dark
shit.
world right now.
It is dark. We're still scrolling.
Have you been scrolling? Yes, because I'm depressed. It's been a long week.
I'm depressed that the Stars aren't in the fucking Stanley Cup finals, even though I feel like we would have got our ass kicked.
Oh, yeah, we would have.
Yeah.
We're not ready. Next year. There's always next year.
We need some physicality next year.
Yeah.
We need some fucking...
Still have not had a coach announced yet.
Yeah, no, that's... I mean, honestly, why take their time? At least they're not like the Knicks, just trying to interview everybody and getting denied.
Damn.
They are. They fucking... I mean, they fired Tom Thibodeau with no plan in place. And you try to interview Jason Kidd, denied. Try to interview OKC's assistants, denied. Try to interview Sacramento, denied. Everybody's like, nah, bro, we ain't fucking with Jim Dolan. We ain't fucking with Doley.
Everyone should want to work for Jim Neal, though, because he is a great general manager.
Who?
Jim Neal.
Jim Neal is a great man. All right, I'll give you that. I wouldn't say great, but he's all right.
He's won the general manager award for the past 2 years.
He didn't win it this year, did he?
I don't think they announced who won it yet.
General manager of the year?
I think so.
For NBA?
Hockey.
Oh. Stop switching sports.
I'm sorry.
You know I'm bad with names. I'm thinking I'm like, wait. I'm talking about Jim Dolan and
I love how you were like, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, what?
You're right.
No, because the general manager for the Knicks is actually doing a pretty good job. Like, he's doing solid, even though Dolan.
You think I would know the general manager for the Knicks? I barely know a basketball player. I know a few. But.
Yeah, exactly. Let's stop. Anyway, that was Conversations at the Keg. And this is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. And I think I'm drunk. Again. Free yourself of pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights. And do it naturally. CBD House of Healing only carries products from their lab, made to meet the highest quality and purity standards. Find your relief from the aches and pains, the emotional stress and drain, and sleep again. Shop online at cbddallas.com or in person and grab a slushie at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 100, Dallas. Begin your healing at the House of Healing.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.